King Machine rules in the tire mold market through its partnership with Continental, coming up on Sumter Today. Presented by the Sumter Opera House, USC Sumter, Air Solutions Heating and Cooling, and Prisma Health. Welcome to Sumter Today. I'm Kayla Green. As with any partnership, the product is only as good as its weakest link, and that remains true at King Machine. The company manufactures tire molds and is the only mold provider to Continental Tires' Sumter plant. Both companies have expanded, and King Machine is currently in the middle of another 30-job expansion. We stopped by the plant this week to speak with their CEO about their business mindset and their relationship with Continental, which is Sumter County's largest employer.
My name is Michael Wells. I'm the CEO of King Machine, and we're here in Sumter, South Carolina today. So we are a tire mold manufacturer, and we also provide tire mold repairs and services. So it's basically three different components of the tire industry and the auto industry. Primarily what we do is we service tire plants, either through new mold manufacturing or working on existing molds, repairing them, assembling, inspecting, things like that. And then we also warehouse the molds for the tire plants so that they don't have to, and that they can utilize that space to make tires instead of warehousing items. So and the way this comes about, and it's quite unique, particularly in this country, and particularly the growth of King Machine has been a lot in this area. We are mold experts. So a mold is a tool that the tire plant uses to make a tire. It's made out of metals. It functions inside of a tire press, but you look at it as a tool. The tire plant is focused on the tire and the building of the tire and the performance of the tire. So what we do is we have developed a concept that takes that responsibility off the shoulders of the tire plant so that they can just make the tires. And what we do is we maintain the mold in all aspects. So we clean it, we repair it, we assemble it, and then we warehouse them. So what it does is we lock in with the tire plant, we know their production schedule, and so we make sure the molds are always available and in good working order for whenever they need them. And the tire plants make a lot of different tires, so there's a unique mold for every tire. So it's imperative that we keep up with their schedules in order for them to meet the demands of their customers, and their customers can be very demanding also. We started with, 2 people? So, and for a few reasons. One, the plant was brand new, so it takes a while for a plant the size of Continental to get going. And as it grew, then we started adding people. We then moved into 2 buildings simply because one wasn't big enough. And then so we grew to maybe 10 people, and now we're close to about 20 here. And then, probably as we move over there, depending on the plant, we could be 30, 35 people. This is 28,000 square feet. That one's going to be 50,000. It can be expanded to 150,000. So, the shell of it was 50. We figured that would be enough to get started. And then as time goes on and as we're doing more for the plant, we can then do another 58,000 square foot expansion and then another 50 on top of that if we need to. We are by far the largest in our industry, meaning we have 16 divisions, 11 locations. So what's happened, and I think this was the second of the locations that we really focused on this very specific tire mold services. I think we've done a pretty good job, and as such, the tire industry, being a small industry, has all learned about it. So in all cases where we've expanded to, we've only gone because the tire plant has asked us to come there. And so kind of a hats off to, managers like Jim Davis that when they come in, they do a good job, and it gets around. So any of our competitors might have one location, where we're 11, 12 of these. We've recently expanded into Mexico, so another tire company down there opened up relatively shortly after Continental and had us come down there. So, and last year we expanded into 4 locations. So that was a very challenging year in COVID. Well, fortunately the auto industry and the tire industry in the U.S. is very strong. So the general issue for the tire companies today is just keeping up with the demand. And obviously that takes a lot of investment for them, so they want to plan that carefully. And once you make the investment, you still have to have skilled labor, to perform the work. Again, all of that takes time. So we want to make sure that we stay at least equal, if not a little ahead of Continental in their quest for growth, so that we don't hold them up. Overall, it's just a feeling of never being satisfied with where we are. I'll use this very quick mold that we produce, and we call it an E-mold for expedited mold. It has its own trademark that we've now assigned to it. I started in the business in 1998. And at that time, we had an E-mold at that time. I think we were making it in about 60 days. And our customers were perfectly happy with that. But internally, we just sat around one day and said, can we do it a little faster? And so we did. And so then our customers happened to like that. And so that became the new standard. So we went from 60 to 45 to 40, all the way now down to 14 days. But our customer never asked us to do it. I guess we used the old FedEx mantra, why would I need a package overnight? Back when Fred Smith was writing his paper on the design of FedEx, everyone thought it was the craziest idea they ever heard of. And then now you have FedEx. Amazon, why do I need something the same day? I mean, that's the whole point. Amazon doesn't provide anything that anyone else doesn't provide. It's the same product. Just the ease and speed of getting it to you makes it so convenient that why wouldn't you do it?
Welcome back. That's it for today's show. From the Sumter Item, I'm Kayla Green. We'll see you tomorrow.